280 Aphorism Organon of Medicine, 5th edition. This incontrovertible axiom of experience is the standard of measurement by which the dose of all homeopathic medicines, without exception, are to be reduced to such an extent that after their ingestion they shall excite a scarcely observable homeopathic aggravation, let the diminution of the dose go ever so far and appear ever so incredible to the materialistic ideas of ordinary physicians. Their idle declamations must cease before the verdict of unerring experience. Footnote. Let them learn from the mathematicians of how it is that a substance divided into every so many parts must still contain in the smallest conceivable parts almost always some of this substance, and that the smallest conceivable part does not cease to be some of this substance and cannot possibly become nothing. Let them, if they are capable of being taught, hear from natural philosophers that there are enormously powerful things, forces which are perfectly destitute of weight, and as for example, caloric, light, consequently infinitely lighter than the medicine contained in the smallest doses used in homeopathy. Let them, if they can, weigh the irritating words that bring on a bilious fever, or the mournful intelligence respecting her only son that kills the mother. Let them touch for a quarter of an hour a magnet capable of lifting 100 pounds weights, and learn from the pain it excites that even imponderable agencies can produce the most violent medicinal effect upon man. And let the weak ones among them allow the pit of their stomach to be slightly touched by the thumbs point of a strong willed mesmerizer for a few minutes, and the disagreeable sensations they then suffer will make them repent of attempting to set limits to the boundless activity of nature, the weak minded creatures. If the allopathist who is trying the homeopathic system imagine he cannot bring himself to give such small and profoundly attenuated doses, let him only ask himself what risk he runs by doing so. If the skepticism which holds what is ponderable only to be real and all that is imponderable to be nothing, be right, nothing worse could result from a dose that appears to nothing. Be right, nothing worse could result from a dose that appears to him to be nothing that he must result from his too large doses of allopathic medicine. Why will he consider his inexperience coupled with prejudice more reliable than an experience of many years corroborated by facts? And moreover, the homeopathic medicine becomes potentized at every division and diminution by trituration and or succussions, a development of the inherent powers of medicinal substances which was never dreamed of before my time, and which is of so powerful a character that of late years I have been compelled by convincing experience to reduce 10 succussions formally directed to be given after each attenuation to 2. Aphorism 280 is wholly rewritten in 6th edition as follows. The dose of the medicine that continues serviceable without producing new troublesome symptoms is to be continued while gradually ascending, so long as the patient with general improvement begins to feel in a mild degree the return of one or several old original complaints. This indicates an approaching cure through a gradual ascending of the moderate doses, modified each time by succussions. It indicates that the vital principle no longer needs to be affected by the similar medicinal disease in order to lose the sensation of the natural disease. It indicates that the life principle, now free from the natural disease, begins to suffer only something of the medicinal disease, until now known as homeopathic aggravation.